Blessed morning, everyone. Welcome back to my online class. I'm Sir Lip, your online teacher. But before we proceed to our lesson, don't forget to like the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be updated for the new learning videos. For today's lesson, I'm going to discuss about the ratio, rate, and proportion. When we say ratio, it is a comparison of two quantities. It can be written in simplest form or it can be written raised to higher term. We have here 4 mugs and 6 plates. We have 3 ways to write the ratio. We can write in word 4 cups is to 6 plates, or it can be written as 4 is to 6 or 2 is to 3 in simplest form. It can also be written in fractional form, 4 over 6 or 2 over 3. That is the ratio. Next is rate. Rate is a ratio that compares two different types of quantities. Example, if 8 notebooks cost 84 pesos and 80 centavos, and 5 pens cost 37 pesos and 50 centavos, how much does each item cost? 8 notebooks cost 84 pesos and 80 centavos. So 84 pesos and 80 centavos divided by 8, so equals 10 pesos and 60 centavos unit price of the books. So each notebook cost 10 pesos and 60 centavos. Next, 5 pens cost 37 pesos and 50 centavos. So 37 pesos and 50 centavos divided by 5 equals 7 pesos and 50 centavos unit price of the pen. So each pen costs 7 pesos and 50 centavos. Third is the proportion. When we say proportion, it is a statement of the quality of two ratios having 4 terms. We have pictures here, 2 cars, 3 balls, 6 toy planes, and 9 Nerf gun. Last Christmas vacation, Icos fixed his toys in a box. He counted all his toys. The ratio of the toy cars to ball is 2 is to 3, while the ratio of the toy planes to Nerf gun is 6 is to 9. Are the ratios 2 over 3 and 6 over 9 equal ratios? Let's find out. We use cross multiplication or cross product method to determine whether two ratios are equal. First, use the proportional form. 2 is to 3 equals 6 is to 9. 3 and 6 are the means, while 2 and 9 are the extremes. So multiply the means, 3 times 6 equals 18, and the extremes, 2 times 9 equals 18. So they are equal. We also use fractional and using the cross product. 2 over 3 equals 6 over 9. 2 times 9 equals 18. And 6 times 3 is also 18. So they are also equal. The numbers in the proportion 2 is to 3 equals 6 is to 9. 2, 3, 6, 9 are called terms of the proportion. The second and the third term, 3 and 6 respectively, are called the means, while the first and the fourth terms, 2 and 9, are called the extremes. If the product of the means and the extremes are equal, the two ratios form a proportion. Therefore, 2 is to 3 equals 6 is to 9 is proportion. Next is find the missing term or the value of n. To get the value of n, we need to multiply the extreme 6 times 4, the means 8 times n. So 6 times 4 equals 24, then 8 times n equals 8n. Then divide both sides by 8 to get the value of n. Cancel 8, so 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1 or n. Then 24 divided by 8 equals 3. Thus, n is equal to 3. Other ways of solving n, it is the fractional form. 21 as your denominator and 7 times 12 as the numerator. So n equals 7 times 12 over 21. Cancel 7 and 21 by divide both by 7. So 7 divided by 7 equals 1. 21 divided by 7 equals 3. Then cancel again 12 and 3. Divide both by 3. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. And 3 divided by 3 equals 1. N equals 4 over 1 or 4. We have also kinds of proportion. We have first is direct proportion, second indirect or inverse proportion, and last the partitive proportion. When we say direct proportion, when one quantity is increasing or decreasing, the other quantity is also increasing or decreasing. Example, Marie, a grade 5 pupil, read 12 pages of storybooks in 45 minutes. How many pages can she read in 1 hour? So what is the missing in the problem? So the missing is how many pages can she read in 60 minutes? So pages 12 and time is 45 minutes. N is unknown. Then time is 60 minutes. So we need to find the value of n or the missing number. 12 is to 45 equals n is to 60. Multiply the means 45 times n equals 45n. Then multiply the extremes. 12 times 60 equals 648. So 45n divided by 45 equals n. Then 648 divided by 45 equals 16. Thus, Marie reads 12 pages of storybooks in 45 minutes and 16 pages in 60 minutes. As you can see, 12 is to 45 equals 16 is to 60 are both increasing. So it is a direct proportion. Another example, my sister bought a dozen of eggs for 72 pesos. How much would 9 eggs cost? So use a fractional form. 12 over 72 equals 9 over n. So n equals 9 times 72 over 12. Cancel 9 and 12 by dividing both by 3. So 9 divided by 3 equals 3. 12 divided by 4 equals 4. Then cancel 72 and 4 by dividing both by 4. 72 divided by 4 equals 18. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. So 3 times 18 equals 54 over 1 or 54. So n is 54. So 9 eggs cost 54 pesos. Ratio form, 12 is to 72 equals 9 is to n. 12 times n equals 72 times 9. 12 times n equals 12n. 72 times 9 equals 648. Divide both by 12 to get the value of n. 12n divided by 12 equals n. 648 divided by 12 equals 54. So n is 54. So the same answer. A dozen of eggs cost 72 pesos and 9 eggs cost 54 pesos. Number 2, indirect or inverse proportion. When we say indirect or inverse proportion, when quantity is increasing, the other quantity is decreasing. Example, it takes 2 hours for 6 pupils to repack the goods for the victims of calamities. If 2 or more pupils help them, how long will they finish the same task? To set up an indirect proportion, the first term should correspond to the second term. 2 is to n equals 8 is to 6. 8 times n equals 8n. Then 2 times 6 equals 12. Divide both by 8. So 8n divided by 8 equals n. Then 12 divided by 8 equals 1.5 or 1 and 1/2. So they can finish the task in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Lastly, partitive proportion. When we say partitive proportion, when the part of the whole forms equal ratios with series of given numbers. 3 children, A, B, and C, shared 120 pesos in the ratio of 3 is to 4 is to 2 over 9. Equals A is to B is to C over 120. So where do we get 9? So 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 2 equals 9. So that will be the denominator. So 3 is to 4 is to 2 over 9. A is to B is to C over 120. First child is 3 over 9 and equals A over 120. To get his or her share, A equals 3 times 120 over 9. So 120 times 3 equals 360. So 360 divided by 9 is equal to 40. So the share of children A is 40 pesos. Proceed to children B. 4 over 9 equals B over 120. So 9 times B equals 9B. Then 4 times 120 equals 480. To get the value of B, divide both sides by 9. So 9b divided by 9 equals B. Then 480 over 9 equals 53.33. So contribution of children B is equal to 53 pesos and 33 centavos or 53 pesos and 30 centavos. So children C, 2 over 9 equals C over 120. 9 times C is equal to 9C. 2 times 120 equals 240. To get the value of C, divide both sides by 9. So 9C divided by 9 equals C, and 240 divided by 9 is 26.66 or 26.7. So children C shared 26 pesos and 70 centavos. So the share of children A, B, and C, A is 40 pesos, B is 53 pesos and 30 centavos, C is 26 pesos and 70 centavos. If we add this, 40 plus 53.30 plus 26.70 is equal to 120. In a partitive proportion, a number is divided into parts proportional to the given ratio. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you again next time.